And the Nonchalants was my singing group. The Fabulous Counts was my band. I don't know if you heard that or not.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Okay.
You said Nonchalant singing group. Okay.
That was my singing group, yeah.
Okay.
And the Fabulous Counts were my band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Where Are They Now? In Detroit Hot Television. So today we have a very special guest, an iconic guest, Spyder Turner. Spyder was born Dwight Turner in Beckley, West Virginia in 1947. After some years of moving about, his family settled in Detroit. In his teen years, Dwight sang in glee clubs and various doo-wop groups. By the mid-60s, he and his 8-piece band, the Fabulous
Counts.
The Fabulous Counts. Thank you, Spyder. Were working the watering holes around town. After the band split up, Annie Jelen, host of Swing Time, a TV show out of Lansing, Michigan, arranged for Spyder to submit the above-mentioned audition tape to MGM Records. Thank you so much for joining us, Spyder. It's good to have you here.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Of course. How you doing today?
I'm great and trying my best to get greater. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing great today. Thank you.
Okay.
All righty. So let's just hop right in. All righty. Okay. So I've read Stand By Me.
Can I correct something first, right quick?
Yes.
The Counts, we didn't break up. I went on my way and they went their way. They had a couple of records and a hit album after I left.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's incredible.
Song
Thank you for
Jan and Why Not Start All Over Again.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that because I know sometimes we could definitely use it from the horse's mouth as far as that goes.
I get back in line now.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Okay.
All right. So I have read that Stand By Me was never intended to be used as a record. It was only an audition tape of you doing impressions of how Jackie Wilson, David Ruffin, Billy Stewart, Smokey Robinson, and Chuck Jackson might have handled the song. But the song sped up the charts because of that. Is it true?
Partially.
Okay.
Stand By Me, the Counts and I used to do that song. We were doing that song 2 years before I recorded it. Almost every show we do that. And I heard an album by Chuck Jackson. It was either Chuck Jackson live on tour or Chuck Jackson at the Apollo. And in that album, he did Please, Please, Please by James Brown. And in the song, he impersonated James Brown and Jackie Wilson. So I took it and put it in Stand By Me, and I did partially the way he did Stand By Me live. And I added Jackie Wilson and James Brown to the song. And then every night I do it, I just try somebody new. And when I found out the audience liked them, whether I did it right or not, they liked it. So I kept adding more and more until now I don't know how many I got.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for that clarification.
Okay.
So our next question. So released in 1966, this soulful ballad quickly became a hit and has since been covered by numerous artists. At its core, Stand By Me is a song about loyalty, love, and the power of companionship. It speaks to the universal need for a strong support system and someone to lean on during challenging times. The lyrics convey a sense of reassurance and the promise of unwavering support from a loved one. So that's kind of the interpretation that I got, but can you kind of tell us what inspired that song?
The album Chuck Jackson Live at the Apollo. I used to love the live album, Sam Cooke at the Copa. I loved it. My favorite album. Matter of fact, I bought that album about 13 times. Every time I bought it, somebody stole it from me. So, but that was basically my inspiration. Watching Elvis Presley on TV. When I saw him on TV, and I saw the Flamingos on TV, and they were doing the splits and jumping all over the place. I saw James Brown on TV, Jackie Wilson, and then I knew what I was going to do. I knew what I was going to do, like in the fourth grade. One time I walked into class, walked into social studies, and I was humming. And my social studies teacher, Mr. Bill Berry, said, "Mr. Turner, since you like to sing, you come up and stand in front of the class and sing to everybody." He didn't think I was going to do it. He was trying to shame me. I got up and sung Smokey Joe's Cafe and got a standing ovation.
Oh, wow. Oh my
So ever
God.
since then, it was like I knew what I was going to do.
Okay. Okay. So would you say that was like the defining moment where you were like, this is it, or did you have anything that like was like a precursor, would you say?
I think that was it.
That was it.
That was it, because not only did I get a standing ovation, but I drew the attention of other singers in class and in my school, and that's when we put our first group together, the Tarragons, which later we changed members and became the Nonchalants.
Ah, so that kind of from that incident, it kind of like blossomed into a whole group.
Yeah.
So okay, that's really cool. Well, speaking of that song, Stand By Me, here is Stand By Me by Spyder Turner.
It's guest time on the Village Square now, and we're very fortunate in having a young man that comes to us by way of the Motor City, Detroit, Michigan, where all the good sounds come from. We're talking about a guy who, in his first offering in the record world, had a record that climbed all the way to the number 2 across the national charts. The MGM recording artist, Mr. Spyder Turner.
When the night has come, oh yeah, and the land is dark, and the moon is the only light we'll see. I won't cry, no I won't shed a tear. Not as long as you stand by me. Sometimes I sit down and I wonder. I sit down and I wonder, baby. I wonder if you love me. Do you love me like you say you do? A friend of mine, Jackie Wilson, might say, believe, don't move. Jackie Wilson might say, believe, oh yeah. Oh my darling, won't you stand by me? David Ruffin of the Temptations might say, I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. Yeah. When it's cold outside, I've even got the month of May. Billy Stewart might say, oh baby, I want you come on home to me now, my darling. I said right now, oh yeah. Oh my darling, won't you stand by me? Smokey Robinson of the Miracles might say, I will build you a castle with the tower so high it reaches the moon. I'll get the melodies from birds that fly. Chuck Jackson might say, in the danger, don't fly away, my beautiful baby. Baby, oh my darling, won't you stand by me? But my name is Spyder Turner, and I'll get down on my knees and say, darling, don't go, you I need your love so doggone bad. Oh, yeah. Come on, girl, and stand by.
Yeah, I was a little young shy guy. Stiff as a board. Now, on the end, nowadays, I don't drop on my knees anymore. I do a rap instead. I'm like, Spider T coming to you with the flip flop, got the dope show, make you eyes buck and dip drop. I come properly humping, straight out bumping. I'm gonna break you off something proper. I'm a non-stopper, not a hip hopper, but I ride a track like a chopper. And if you wanna know who I be, you better be asking somebody. Hey, yo, Spider T.
Oh my gosh. I love it.
Oh, and by the way, I have a newer version of Stand By Me on this album. This
Okay.
came out in Swinging from the 9/7. It's like
Okay.
it's a smoother jazz. It doesn't have any impersonations in it. It's like a regular smooth jazz kind of record.
Okay. Y'all hear that now. Go and get the CD.
Yeah, it's on the same album as You Keep Me Wondering.
Okay. Yes. Oh my gosh. So you're a man of many talents. You
I
would
try
say.
to be. Yeah, I try
Try
to
to
be.
be.
Yeah.
Wow.
I let some of them go though, you know.
Mhm.
The older you get, the slower you get. So you got to drop some things.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow. So with because I didn't personally know that you did, write rap, lyrics. Can you tell me like how you kind of got into that? Do you do any like ghost writing?
Well, my son was a rapper, and his one of his close friends is a guy named Lord G, who had the song in the movie Above the Rim. He had Got to Get My Money Right. So they used to come over and hang out, and we do a few things together. And then I wound up in the studio one time with Tupac and Thug Life. So I'm singing on Thug Life's From the Cradle to the Grave. I'm the guy that's singing From the Cradle to the Grave. I've been struggling. And the little hums in between. So that's how that
What?
started. So I got one that I'm getting ready to go in the studio and do that I wrote 30 years ago.
Oh my gosh. That
It's a
is so
rap, but I turned it into a song, so I'm gonna go in and do it.
okay.
Yeah.
Now I do have to know more about this session with Tupac.
Okay.
Can you tell us in a little bit more detail how, like, just how you guys, work together, just, some of the ideas, any like special memories you have of that? Can you,
I
share a
remember
little?
waking up out of sleep. I was I was doing another rap, and I woke him up out of sleep, but I didn't really talk to him that much because I went in the studio and was doing my thing with Thug Life. And they had me in there singing. So by the time I came out, he was gone and so forth. So
Okay. Wow.
but my grandson's a rapper, my son's a rapper, my nephew's a rapper. I got a couple of nephews that rap. Ty, Almost Famous. Brandon, what's his rap name? Virtuoso. Then
Okay.
I got that real guy DG, and
Okay.
there's one more. My niece, My Destiny. She's
Okay.
a rapper. And they had all of them have things on the internet, have songs on the internet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do
Yeah.
you like feel that any of their music was like inspired by your career, or, do you think they have like, do they, intersect at all?
Well, I'll
Do you
put it
think?
this way: it runs in the family.
Okay.
I
Okay.
got
That's fair enough.
two of my daughters sing. One of my daughters, Gail, she sings with me on the road and so forth. And my other daughter, Aston, she lives in California and she sings with everybody.
Okay. Oh, right. Oh, wow. Thank you for
Right now,
that.
she's with Loose Ends.
Loose ends. Okay. Okay. Well, let's hop into, just your career, some of the highlights over the years. So you started recording, according to your biography, you started recording after you won your first contest at the Apollo Theater. Is that correct?
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay.
I took first prize at the Apollo, and the next day we went in the studio and I recorded a song called "I Got to Get Myself Together," and the other side was "My Troubles Are Over."
Okay. Okay. And did you what
Which
type of like
I got to get myself together. When I go on the East Coast to do gigs, it's always requested. When I go overseas, over England, it's always requested. I got a list now that I'm getting ready to do in Spain. It's requested. But I got to go back and learn them songs all over again. They got a list of songs that I recorded when I was in my teens that I never performed before. So
oh my gosh, okay.
so I got to do that. I got to learn my own songs.
Uh-huh. How does that work? Like, how does that feel? Having to learn your own songs.
It's strange, you know. You keep wanting to do the new stuff, and overseas they don't want to hear the new stuff. They want to hear the old stuff, you know.
Uh-huh.
So, like
Yeah.
I want to do. You keep me wondering. Well, they don't want.
Yeah.
They ain't listening to that. They listening to.
Uh-huh.
The thing is, like, they love Detroit music from the 60s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. They call it Northern Soul. It's a whole big movement over there.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm familiar. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Oh
Yeah.
man.
A lot of fun though. They used
Yeah,
to
I
have
bet.
they used to have their annual show over here in Detroit. About
Okay.
700 people fly over. We party down at Burt's and St. Regis Hotel for about 3 days. They hire all the old acts from Detroit that you haven't heard from in a long time. And over a 4-day period, you have about 5 acts a night. And you get to
Okay.
see all those acts. Those I call them, like me, vintage.
I guess that's the new go-to phrase for now.
Okay.
This era. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So, like, how has touring changed from, in your earlier years, like, especially when you're first starting out, it can be like really exciting, really new. And then, some people, depending on what type of person you are, you get tired or whatever. What's your experience?
I loved it. I love being in a different place every night because I like to travel. I like to get in my car and go and just hit the road.
Mhm.
Back then, it's like I would either drive or fly to a gig. I'd have maybe 45 minutes or an hour to put together two 45-minute shows.
Mm.
And so I would pick songs that every band should know, like Shout, Hold On, I'm Coming, Knock on Wood, In the Midnight Hour, Mustang Sally.
Oh my goodness.
So
You kept it
I
basic.
picked those songs and then I just do Stand By on the End, Stand By Me on the end, and that's it. Because I used to dance a lot. So
Okay. I saw
yeah.
the little spin you did and you dropped
Okay.
down real fast. I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
I like that. You added your own little flavor to that.
Hey, well, these knees are 76 years old. That ain't gonna happen no more.
I hear that. It's definitely different. I've experienced that I'm almost hitting 30. So
Yeah.
I don't have it like to that, degree yet, thanks God, but it's different than when you were in your early 20s and late teens. So yeah.
Okay. You just
Yeah.
got to the age where you speed up. Wait till you get
Uh-huh.
to 40 and you start slowing down a little bit.
Oh. Oh my goodness, yes.
And then
Oh,
again, some people just don't slow down. I didn't slow down until I was 70. So
that's good though. That is great.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
forever young.
Okay.
Yeah.
Forever faking it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So I do want to ask you, so after you recorded that and you kind of like got that out the way, what kind of like, what was your favorite project in those early, that early part of your career? What would you say? Like, what's most memorable? Is it like a show on tour, or maybe an after after show like gathering? Like what is most memorable about those early years?
The Mom's Mabley Wilson Pickett tour. I was on that for 60 days. And I had a ball. It was like the first tour I ever been on. And I had a ball. Me and James and Bobby Purified. They had the song "I'm Your Puppet." We hung out together mostly on the tour. And James and Bobby both were crazy. So we always had a lot of fun. We bought some fake pistols and had put on gunfights in front of people. Scared the hell out of them.
Oh man.
Did all kind of crazy stuff. We was kids. I was 19 when I did Stand By Me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. How did you feel like looking back on that, the music video? How did you like feel?
I was like, boy, I sure was stiff back then. The only thing I approve of on that video was the dropping down on the knees. The rest of it, I'm like, wow, I didn't move at all back then.
It was like a sway,
Yeah.
It was,
and then they had this little star on the floor, like stand on the star. I didn't know I was allowed to at least step side to side. I'm just standing on the star,
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. It was smooth considering you had to stand on the star. Like
okay.
that was really smooth.
Okay.
Yeah. It was like right on point.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
Alrighty, so getting into one of your other like hits, we have "Rocket to the Moon." Before we play that song, can you tell me like what inspired the title, what inspired the lyrics, even like the instrumentation portion of it? Where did it come from?
I started writing that song 30 years ago, and I did a little quick demo of it, and my nephews loved it. So they talked me into going into the studio and finishing it. So I had to finish up the last verse, and I finished it, but it took 30 years.
Wow.
From beginning to end.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Why did you name it Rocket to the Moon?
Inspiration came from all the stuff that was happening in the world.
Okay.
All the negative vibes that was out there and so forth. So my thing was, I just want to fly away. Give me some wings. Let me get out of here.
Okay.
It's all just too much for me. I'm gone.
Yeah. Well, a rocket should get you there fast enough.
Okay. and my wings won't be tired.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and listen to it.
Okay.
And kind of hear what we're working with.
Okay. Oh.
Some days I wanna fly away. Some days I wanna leave this crazy world we live in. Some days I wanna fly away. And I think I wanna stay forever. Give me a rocket to the moon. I think I'm gonna need it soon. Oh yeah. Gonna build me a rocket to the moon. I think I'm gonna need it soon. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. So you think that I'm insane, but the prophets have made it plain. Oh yeah, yeah. We're in the fast lane to destruction. Oh, and we won't change. No, not one single lane. Some days I wanna fly away. Yeah. Some days I wanna leave this crazy world we live in. Some days I wanna fly away. And I think I wanna stay forever. Down, 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 down. Crazy world we live in. Some days I wanna fly away, yeah. And I think I'm gonna stay forever. Some days, whoa, some days I feel like flying away. Some days, yeah, whoa, too much of trouble here on the ground. It's got my head spinning round and round. Oh, some days I feel like flying away. Whoa, yeah, yes, I feel like flying away. Yeah, some days I feel like flying and standing through the air. It's gloom and misery everywhere. Whoa, some days I feel like flying away. Some days, whoa, some days I wanna fly away. Yeah. Bad news on my TV is just too much bad news for me. Whoa, some days, oh, I feel like flying away.
All
Okay.
right. All right. There's a lot of flavors going on up in there.
Okay.
Yeah. I hear a little country, a little bit of blues, a little bit of funk, a little bit of R&B, a little bit of soul, some of everything.
Well, you know, I'm from West, by God, Virginia.
Okay, that does explain. That does.
When
explain.
I was coming up, I left West Virginia when I was 5, but before then, the only thing on the radio was like country and western music. So I didn't hear any soul music till I moved to Detroit. Till we moved to Detroit.
Ooh,
You want to hear my
praise God,
country
glad you
roots?
made it.
Here's my country roots. I'm gonna show you a little bit. Well, she's always been my sweetheart, even though she cheats and she lies. Many times I thought of leaving the girl, but she's too ugly to kiss goodbye. Thank you.
I would listen to that. I like it.
One of these days, I'm gonna finish it. That's another one of those I started on about 30 years ago.
Oh my
Never finished it.
gosh.
Yeah.
You know what is interesting? I didn't appreciate country music. I'll be
Uh-huh.
honest. I didn't appreciate it when I was younger. But you know what? It's something about the twang and the chord progressions used, and just I don't know, it's a certain feeling. And it's like, you know what? I now I do have like, and I'm like, okay, like it's nice, and I heard
Yeah.
that in there, that guitar, that those twists are like, it was just, I was
Yeah. Yeah.
like,
Okay.
I like this.
All right.
Yeah, I like this.
Maybe I'll finish it.
Oh wow. So like, I
Yeah.
mean, how is it like, working with, artists like from all different backgrounds? Like, what can you tell me like some of the different artists you've worked with?
Okay, let's see. I wrote and produced a record on the Four Tops. It isn't out yet. A song called Just Another Day I Think of You. I wrote for a group called Mammoth Tappy. Wrote
Okay.
a song called Rock Across the Nation. I wrote for Rolls Royce. I got gold and platinum for them. I wrote Do You Dance off of the In Full Bloom album when I was working with Norman Whitfield. So
Wow.
it's I like working with other people. Yeah.
Okay. Would
Although
you say
Do You Dance was supposed to have been for me. And when we wrote it, Do You
you said
Dance
Do Your Dance? Okay.
was supposed to have been my song. I just signed with Whitfield Records, and it was supposed to have been my first song. Well, Car Wash was getting cold, and Norman Whitfield came to me. He said, "Look, man, Car Wash is coming down the charts a little bit, and I want to do this song on them." I'm like, "What song?" He said, "Do You Dance." I said, "My song?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "You want some right now money, or you want to wait and hope that your album sells?" I said, "I'll take the right
Well,
now money. Give me the right now money."
I know that's right. He makes a point. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that was fun. And then also when I was working with Norman Whitfield, sung the theme. Do you ever see the movie The Last Dragon?
I have not.
Barry Gordy's Last Dragon with Tay-Mac and Vanity. Who's the master? Show enough. Don, don, don.
When was it released?
That was released in '84.
Oh, that's why. That's why.
It's on TV all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a little young, just a little. Like,
Yeah, but
a little.
they still got TV. They may
Catch
have
me
turned
like
them into flat screen, but they still got
11
them.
years later. But you know what? I've been making a list of older movies to watch, so I'm gonna add that.
Okay.
I'm definitely gonna watch this.
Okay. I sung the theme song in that movie.
Wow.
So I'm the first
okay.
voice you hear when the movie starts, and the big fight scene, that's me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Speaking of movies, I did read also that you were a bit of an actor.
I did a couple of little spots in there. I was in a movie called Street Wars with
Okay.
Tommy Chong. I was
Okay.
in Secret Agent 00 Soul with Billy D. Williams. And the other one was, what was the name of that movie? Street Wars. Movie
Mhm.
called Street Wars. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. And if you had to choose, because I do kind of, I want to know, if you had to choose and someone said, gun to the head, hey, you can never sing again. All you can do is act. Would you think you would be fulfilled?
I go wholehearted.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are a man of many talents.
I would immerse myself.
What is it you like about acting?
Just basically the camaraderie. But the acting is cool, but it's nothing like being on that stage where you get instant gratification. Being on that stage and getting instant gratification, and the people screaming and hollering and clapping and stuff, that's better than any feeling I know.
Okay.
I'd rather have that than a girlfriend.
Oh, okay. Wow. Well, excuse me. All right, that's dedication. It's dedication. Oh my gosh. You can tell like we can tell like you're real with it, because
my mama used to say, boy, you just gotta show your ass wherever you go, don't you? And I was like, I didn't know then, but I was an entertainer in training.
Mm-hmm. Oh
It's
my.
gotta be seen. Gotta be seen.
You know what? I'm telling you, sometimes that is what leads you to finding your true purpose.
Right. Right.
Just kind of messing up along the way.
That's like when I see a little kid running through the house and his mama telling him, boy, stop running, sit down somewhere. And I'm looking at him like, he might be a future track star. You never know.
Hey, you don't.
Okay. Let him get on the train and he won't. Just set him outside.
Oh my goodness, yes. It's everything is preparation for something.
That's
so
right. That's
you
right.
might just be onto something.
Right. That's like what I do. I don't call it work. The work is in the preparation. And once you get the preparation down, that's time to work and have fun. But I don't call it work. I call it getting paid to have fun.
I know. Like that is incredible. Like doing music, I don't know. Like if you wake up each morning and you're like, yeah, like I'm gonna go into the studio and record, as opposed to waking up like, hey man, I gotta clock in 9 to 5. I'll be back, after work 5:36. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
That's like a dream.
Okay. I realized that when I turned 50 and started roofing.
Oh, yeah, like
that's how I record. That's how I got the money to record this.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, renovate is no joke, and especially for older.
Okay. Yeah, they used to tease me. Oh, dude, what you doing up here? Slow down, you're making us look bad. Well, I didn't know. I thought if you go to work, you work.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I didn't know you go to work to be lazy.
Oh man. Well, speaking of like working and stuff, like your time at MGM. So how was that, working in the soul division? I believe you're working with Howard Tate. And
Howard Tate was the only other Black artist on the label. MGM didn't have a Black promotional department then.
Okay. So when you say Black promotional department, how would that be different from
R&B as opposed to pop? They didn't have an R&B promotional department.
Ah, okay.
Right. They had the pop, all the pop artists stuff, but no promotional stuff for R&B.
Okay.
That I knew of. I don't know. I was young then, so I really didn't know nothing.
So, I mean, with that, going into the game and not always being too, I guess, I don't know if you had someone to brief you, but, with all of that, how, was it, with promoting yourself, putting yourself out there, did you have to do the majority of the work, or, did you work with one of your colleagues? How was that?
Well, back then I didn't know anything about promote, even though I was doing a little bit of it. There was a record that came out on Cedar Records called Choir Girl by the Precisions. And I was doing an interview at a radio station, and I happened to look over, and in the trash was the Precisions record sitting right on top of the trash. So I took it out the trash and I asked the disc jockey, I said, man, why this in the trash? You ain't playing this? This is a bad jam. And he said, well, let me hear it. So he put it on. He said, yeah. So he started playing it from then on. So that's how I learned a little bit about promotion. I didn't know that that's what I was doing, but that's what I was doing. So I didn't really start promoting anything until this one.
Really?
I had, yep, because I had
Okay.
to learn. I had friends of mine who were in promotion and marketing. One of my best friends was market capital with Capitol Records, who's the president of marketing at Capitol Records. And he used to live next door to me. So we used to get in a lot of conversations and stuff. So, and I still
Okay.
don't know it all because now the whole game has changed.
Yeah, it's like it's you know it's constantly changing.
Right.
Like the evolution is crazy within the span of like a decade.
Oh, yeah.
And even for some of us millennials, sometimes like I mean, we used to be the ones in the know. Like we came up with it, Steve Jobs, whatever. They
Right.
are the younger ones. They said bye bye. They may have
Okay.
far past us. So when it comes to marketing, you always
Yeah.
take up on it. It's different. So I'm
That's what,
with you there.
yeah, that's why I admire those rap boys, even the young ones. They come out the gate promoting. They know how to hustle and
Yeah.
promote, so
They
I had to
sometimes
learn
they
from
don't even have
them.
nothing.
Yeah.
They get out there.
Yeah.
They know.
Yeah.
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 Oh.
Selling records out the trunk and stuff, they were doing it. They
Mm-hmm.
still are. So
Yep.
this
Yeah.
old
Oh.
R&B fellas just been pushed aside. They took us off of CDs and put us on the internet. We can't sell CDs no more. And like first we had records. Well, you could copy a record if you had a tape recorder. And then they
Okay.
had the
Yeah.
cassettes. Okay, then we
Uh-huh.
started losing money with the cassettes because people could buy a double deck cassette and copy your music. Then they came with the CDs. Well, that was
Yeah.
fine until they came with the CD copy machine.
Uh-huh.
So my brother even had one. He could copy 25 CDs at a time.
Wow. Ooh, that was
So
big,
we
big
started losing
losses.
money there too. So now we got to
Wow.
spend our money on different opportunities that come over the web. Like CD Baby and Reverb Nation, #1 music, stuff like that. So we just got to get with the program. If we want this R&B to last, we got to get with the program, which
Yeah.
I have been inducted into the Rhythm and Blues Hall of Fame.
Woo! Yes.
And the Walk of
Ah,
Fame. I've been inducted
that's
into the Walk of Fame also.
okay. I love the shirts.
That happened week before last.
What? I love the shirt. It's really nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Black and gold, royalty. That's what I'm seeing.
Right. Got a trophy in
Yeah.
the other room to go with it.
Nice,
An
nice.
award, rather. Yeah.
How did it feel, like being inducted? I know I met you briefly, but there, like, at the white party, but there was like so much going on. It was like really high spirits, How was it being inducted and then like experiencing all the festivities and, being there, seeing old friends? Like, how was that?
It is a joy to find out that you're still remembered. Over here, we're famous as long as we got a hit record. When the hit records start dying down, people forget us.
Yeah.
Over in England and places like that, they don't ever forget us. That's why they still hire us to come over there. They hire the old folks. They don't want to hear nothing new. Not even my stuff.
Nope. They
But
know what
it is such a joy. It's a great feeling to be remembered, especially after all this time. Because I haven't really had a hit record since 1967, except for what I wrote for Rolls Royce.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I see you trying to get back in the groove and, kind of get your feet wet again, huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I got to constantly keep going. The feet don't stop.
Mhm.
They may hurt a bit, but they ain't gonna stop.
Yeah. And you know what? Like when you're waking up and doing something you love every day, I think honestly, just taking a wild guess. It's doesn't matter if it's a hit, if it's not a hit, you got two people that love it or whatever,
Right.
you're doing something you love,
Yeah.
it feeds you,
Right.
puts a roof
Right.
over your head,
True story.
and then, after all those years, sweat, tears, time,
Right.
sacrifices, I would think that, the least one could do is, pay homage to, remember, dedicate a movement to
Right.
something that is absolutely like Motown it's
Right.
the foundation. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I hear
So
you. I hear
yeah,
you.
like
That's
that
like now
that
we need now that we had a foundation together, there's been over 200 something people been inducted, but we don't have a building. Everybody's got a, I gotta let somebody in. Yeah. But anyway, what was I talking about?
um
See,
you
when you
were
get
talking
past 50, there's three things that go first.
uh-huh.
Your memory,
Mm-hmm.
um, let's see, your memory, um,
You were talking about the home for the Hall of Fame.
oh yeah. So we
Yeah.
look, the rock and roll, they got a Hall of Fame. Everybody's got a Hall of Fame with us. So we're hoping to put together this Hall of Fame, and we want to put it together right here in Detroit because I think this is where R&B is. I mean, most of the R&B came out of Detroit. Before Berry Gordy, there was I don't know how many labels here.
Yeah.
So we'd like to build it here in Detroit, but we'll see.
That would be nice. That would be
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True story.
Well, we do have one more that I do want to get into play before our time is up. And it is You Keep Me Wondering. What is it about that song that means the most to you? Like when you hear it or when you reflect back on it or the time it took to write it, put it together, the relationships that you might have built from, that song, connections made. What is it that's, is just most important to you and something you cherish?
It took me about 10 minutes to write that song.
Okay.
And I had a partner who played keyboard, and I had him help me put the music together. So I was going to LA to finish up the song. Well, first he wanted to do the song himself. He wanted to finish it himself, but I'm feeling like, well, I need somebody a little bit more, that think a little bit more like me, because this thing was pure jazz, right? So I tell him that I'm going to LA to finish up the song, add a couple more pieces, do the mix or whatever. So I tell him I'm leaving the next morning. The next morning, he wouldn't answer his door. I had to start all over again. I had paid him, paid the guitar player, paid everybody. I had to start all over again because he wouldn't answer the door and he hid with the tracks. And I got a flight waiting on me at the airport. So I went to LA and cut the whole thing over. So that kind of took my money that I was going to use for promotion to record the song again. So now I'm behind the 8 ball. So,
Wow.
But other than that, that song means, it's one of those songs that a guy who had a job picking hit records, put it in his car, and he would play it everywhere he went. A guy named Norman Whitfield that wrote all those songs, Heard It Through the Grapevine, Runaway Child, Running Wild and stuff. And he would not take it out of his box. So just seeing him do that was like, okay, I know I got something here. I got something.
Yeah. I'm telling you, you didn't give me all the way. Like, you fooled me once, but
Yeah.
I was able to make lemon out of lemonade.
Yeah. And then he told me, he said, you know what? After I listened, well, this other album, Only Love, that I recorded, he told me, you know what? Your album Only Love is 10 times better than the album I produced on you. And I was like, no, he ain't telling me this. Not knowing who I'm dealing with, you know, he ain't telling me that my album was better than his. Oh no. But
Wow.
he was right. He liked it. just when I put that album out, his company, Whitfield Records and Warner Brothers, parted ways. So the record didn't get any promotion at all. So nobody ever heard it. Yeah.
Ah,
Late.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's have a go at You Keep Me Wondering.
Okay. Cause you keep me wondering.
Let's not keep us wondering.
You did. Well, I just asked you where I get the rap thing from. I had to spit a little bit. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, now what's wrong with this thing?
For you, I've always hungered. You told me to wait.
Spring from the 9/7, I didn't put it out until
Patiently, I waited for you.
about 2008.
Will I have to wait? You tell me that you love me and that you're thinking of me, but you want me to wait. You say please wait till later, 'cause waiting makes it greater. Well, if it's worth the wait, why you keep me wondering? Girl, what does it take? Just how long must I wait? You keep me wondering. Why you keep me wondering? Don't make me wait too long. Girl, let's get it on. I want you for my lover. Girl, I don't want no other. Guess I'll have to wait. My love for you grows stronger.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
Can we hear you?
Host.
Or
Oh, okay. Got me?
yeah,
Oh,
I got you. Okay.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah, that was my son and grandson that came in. That real guy DG I was talking about earlier. Stick your head over here, dude.
How
He
y'all
coming
doing?
out. He coming out with some stuff. He's hot.
hey.
Excuse my haircut and all that, but
Oh no, it's okay. It's nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too.
Okay, that's DG on the beat.
DG on the beat.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have an Instagram, DG on the beat?
Yeah, it's DG 10 times.
You said DG.
10 times.
Yep, the number 10 and X. So it's DG
Okay.
10 X.
DGN. It's okay. All righty. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a follow. All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's more around your thing. You're talking about you 30.
Who, you or
You.
me?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm not gonna know 30.
Okay.
That's why I said what I said earlier. I was like, we getting old. These
Okay.
judges, they like said, bye. They're like, no, y'all are the dust.
Yeah.
You can tell that's sad.
Yeah. Okay. All righty.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have much time left, so I do want to ask you before we end, what is some advice you have for up and coming artists?
The advice I have for up and coming artists is to keep on doing what you're doing. You might have to change the way that you do it, but keep on. If you got a goal, keep on the goal. Because when you stop, that's time lost. You know, you got to stay on your thing. You got to stay on your grind. You know, you got to you got the confidence in yourself. And people are telling you, because people will tell you anything. They'll tell you you're no good, and they'll tell you you're good. You don't know who to believe. But you got the confidence, and you got the ears to listen back to what you're doing, and you're comparing it to what you're hearing. You just keep on going, keep stepping forward.
Okay, all
Some
right.
things you might have to sidestep, but step forward.
I hear that. Oh my gosh. Well,
Yeah.
I really appreciate you coming in and talking with us today. It was great speaking to you, your family. I really enjoyed today. And
Well, thank you.
that last song, I was like, okay, let's go. I have to do a cover of that because it's just so smooth.
Oh, thank you.
We always like, oh my gosh. I was like, yeah. So I really I know that some of your newer stuff, but it's hot. So
Thank you.
I'm gonna see what I can do with it because I really like it.
Okay, all right, go ahead. Knock it out the box.
Oh my gosh.
Knock them out the box, Ray. Knock out the box.
Well, thank you for your permission. I do appreciate it.
And thank you, because I had a good time. And tell my boy T Pablo I say hello.
We will. I will definitely do that.
Okay.
And I do want to say thank you, to our audience today for joining us again at Detroit Hot Radio and Detroit Hot Television. And I will be very happy to see y'all next week.
Detroit Hot Radio is the one. Get with it.
Mm-hmm. It is. You said it first.
Okay.
Oh, man.